company, always on the run, a destiny, oh, it's the rising sun. I was born, a shotgun in my hands, behind the gun, I'll make my final stand. Yeah, and that's why they call me bad company. I can't deny bad company. Till the day I die, until the day I die, until the day I die. Rebel souls, deserters we've been called, chose a gun and threw away the sun. Now these towns, well, they all know our name. The death punch sound is our claim to fame. And that's why they call me bad company. I can't deny bad company. Till the day I die, until the day I die. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, blood for blood. We've all gotta die. We've all gotta die. And that's why they call me bad company. I won't deny bad company. Till the day I die, until 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 the day I die.
All right, folks, happy Sunday. December 16th. It's going on about 12:30 p.m. on this fine Sunday afternoon. Welcome to Milwaukee. It's actually a really nice view up here. Milwaukee's got some sort of a record-holding church steeples, which that's pretty neat. There's probably a lot to say about Milwaukee, but a lot of good beer used to come from here. We can tack that up to the charts. Packers used to play a couple games here. I really don't have a whole lot of dealings with the Milwaukee area, except for driving through it. I've never really dealt with Milwaukee. So, yeah. It's a fine Sunday afternoon. I'm heading down to Chicago for about a few days, and then we have an industry standard shutdown for 2 weeks for Christmas. So we are going to run and gun and get everything that we can in starting tomorrow morning. And a very busy week, but a very good week, kind of an honorable week, putting a cap on the end of the year. And we won't be back on the property again after this week until 2019. I hold 2019 to be a very big year for many, many, many reasons. Professionally, which means not only my job off the farm, but the farm itself. Personally, for some goals that will be talked about at some other point. But this isn't really about me, folks. I'm tired of apologizing. Somebody that apologizes all the time really doesn't mean it, so I got to shut up. I failed you in a proper shout out Friday. I was going to do it yesterday. I got extremely busy, and then dark fell in the blink of an eye, and it just didn't happen. So I would like to give out a very proper, respectful, very well-deserved shout out here on this fine Sunday afternoon. Folks, this is actually a re-shout out. Meaning that I've done this before. I'd like to give a great, respectful shout out to a very good pal of mine. I consider him a good pal of mine. We've never met personally. I do want that to change, not only with him, but with many people. A good pal of mine by the name of John Samson. John Samson runs the YouTube channel Samson's Farm. Samson's Farm. Remember the S. Samson's Farm. John has done a tremendous, great job since he started this channel. Just phenomenal. I absolutely love the channel. John, I forget how many videos he has up, but John's got 120 subscribers, which is absolutely fantastic. Let me get the paper up here. South Milwaukee's pretty hairy here, folks. John's goal is he's leaning towards a 20 head cow-calf operation. He also has pigs on the farm. Lots of planting of corn, soybeans. I'm not too sure about small grains with as far as oats or barley. And not to mention the combining of those as well. Lots of planting, lots of working up the ground. Videos on corn silage, making hay. Just an all-around great channel with everything but the kitchen sink in there as far as a farming atmosphere. John, I can tell you right now, works like an absolute dog. Not only the farm, he's got a full-time job off the farm, and not to mention a full family that he works just as hard at. In fact, I thought it was pretty special last night. John put on, and John, I'm sorry, I don't know if that was your first ever, but John put on a live stream last night that I thought was absolutely terrific. And at one point even included his family in on it, and it just awesome. Very healthy. Yeah, just awesome. I love seeing somebody prouder than a peacock of what they have, their hard work and their family, and that's exactly what this is, folks. Yeah, the live stream was awesome last night, John. I really enjoyed it. It was more of a question and answer, but then John explaining himself, where he wants to be, his goals and everything else, and just does a great job. Samson's Farm. Folks, you're mistreating yourself if you're not a subscriber and haven't checked out his channel yet. It just gets better and better and better and better. I really enjoy listening to him, and it's awesome. Treat yourself, check him out. Samson's Farm. John, awesome job, buddy. Proud of you. Everything else, fantastic. Okay, I already told you I'm heading down to Chicago. Got some hairy dealings here. That's okay. And all is well. Any new news to report? Not really. Bale sales were pretty fair here this weekend. It was a little surprising. I thought I'd see a little bit better sales yesterday. I have no complaints, but I was kind of surprised in the number of bales that didn't fly off the farm or field. But very good nonetheless. I have this feeling that next weekend is going to be a monster. In fact, I got 3 phone calls since this drive. But respectfully stated that, you know, I sell this alfalfa or sorghum, you know, Thursday through Saturday, because that's what I can do. I got a lot of time coming up extra though while I'm home for about 2 weeks. The other big piece of news is sorghum. I got a very, very welcome call from a great gentleman that runs a pretty sizable dairy. You know, I've gotten a lot of calls from a lot of big dairies wanting to, nobody's really pulled the plug on it yet and actually come and bought it, which is fine. They're getting a feel for it. This gentleman's about 30 miles from me, and he wants to acquire 100 bales. We spoke on the phone, and we, you know, for 100 bales, that's to be respected. Small little bit of a price drop. We met on a price. And I do believe he's coming later this coming week. He's got some business to tie up at the mill. I believe he's going to bring a smaller trailer and maybe bring home about 4 or 5 bales and test it out. See if it's really good for him and his cows. Remember, he's running dairy, so you know there's a need to be picky. Other than that, that's about it. I don't know. Speaking of live stream, I think it's time for me to grow up a little bit. And there's a live stream coming, folks. Actually, this was talked about a week or 2 ago. There's going to be a live stream by Vieser Cattle Company. It's going to be basically a question and answers video live stream, basically because I kind of reiterate everything else on these vids that I put out. On December 28th. December 28th. And there's a rhyme and reason for that day. And you're just going to have to stay tuned and we'll go from there. There will be a special guest appearance. Not just appearance, but they'll be there the entire time of the live stream. It'll be fun. It'll be very fun. The second it's not fun or it becomes a little rude, then of course the live stream is going to have to end. But we're going to keep it proper and everything else. Folks, I hope you had a fantastic weekend. I hope all's going your way and you're getting ready to start off a real positive, good week here starting tomorrow on a Monday, which can be a real drag in the butt, but what are you going to do? We got the holidays coming. Excuse me, it's not the holidays. We got a Merry Christmas coming. I absolutely love this time of year. And then, of course, following that is the New Year's, 2019. You know, I don't have a lot to complain about 2018. In fact, I have 0 complaints. But I'm really looking forward to the start of a new year, which I always do because of certain goals and all that other stuff. I can only fully, hopefully assume that everybody's kind of in the same boat. But that's about it. Happy Sunday. Samson's Farm. Folks, check it out. And I'll see if I can't sneak in a railroading video in the next few days. Kind of show you what we're up to and what we're up against. And all is well. Everything's positive. So, folks, have a beautiful Sunday. We're going to talk to you sooner than later.